Alright, finally the hard work has paid off. Got a lot of herring. Alright, this is how to fish, and we're over here in the San Francisco Bay area near the Chase Center, and there's currently a herring spawn happening right now. You can see a little bit of birds, and just wanted to say this is what you're gonna need if you want to do some herring fishing. Ideally you want some waders because you're definitely gonna get wet, and then I got some wading shoes, boots here as well, with the felt sole so that you don't slip on rocks. It does get quite slippery if you want to access some good spots. A nice pair of rubber gloves. These ones are rubber dipped. The reason why you want the rubber gloves is because you're just going to be pulling on this string non-stop, and so you just don't want to chafe your hands. This one here is a 5-foot diameter net, and I'll link the product in the description below. Got a little bit of ice pack there, and then some water. So yeah, let's get out there and hopefully we'll get some. Alright, so now we're at the spot. You can see there's definitely some milt. Alright, so right now I'm at the spot, and the water's super cloudy, super milky. There's a ton of herring out there, and let me show you how it's done. So you take the rope, put it on your hand, wind it up like this, nice and neat, so that when it extends, goes up properly. This is a 5-foot net, Eagle Claw. I'll leave the link in the description below. And the way you go about throwing a net of this size is, I have the rope in my right hand, putting it, and grabbing the top of the net with my right hand. Use your left hand, go about 2/3, not even, about 1/3 down the way. Fold part of the net into your right hand. Use your left hand, go to the bottom, get a lead weight. Put it right up here. I put it between my index and my thumb, and then use my left hand, grab one of the weights like this. Normally this is a 5-foot net. I grab it at the top with my right hand with my dominant hand at the top here. Then I go down about 2/3 of the way of the net. I put it in my right hand. Grab a lead weight from the bottom of the net. Bring it up to your right hand. And then use your left hand and grab a lead weight that's almost at the bottom of the net, and then cast it out. Once it gets down to the bottom, you're gonna shake a little bit so that fish go towards the corners, because the corners close first, and then you're gonna pull. Nothing yet. Go. All right. Another nice pull. So if you want to see what a herring looks like, this is what it looks like. This one is a male. It's going to be great for halibut and salmon bait. Alright, so next step is to cook these delicious herring that I caught from the spawn over this weekend in the San Francisco Bay. So what you'll need is some salt, breadcrumbs, about half cup, quarter cup of cornstarch, some pepper, and an egg for the batter. And we're going to fry them up. And here are the herring, and I'm going to show you in the next step how to scale and gut them and get them clean for frying. Alright, so for the next step here in terms of gutting the fish and descaling them, what I'd like to use is actually some scissors, some snipping scissors, and then to descale the herring I'm going to use a knife. And what you'll want to do is also have a container on the side so you can put all the guts away. Like this type of container. And what you want to do is you want to start the cut right here. Okay. Those are the guts. Basically, you just want to pull them out. Put them in the little container. I don't actually need the head, so I can actually snip this guy off. In there. And this is called like the bloodline. And you want to use a spoon to also fork it out. To spoon it out. So let me grab a knife. Like this. And the grain of the scales points in this direction, that way. So you want to go opposite of the grain. So from left to right to descale. Alright, so the next step, now that the herring are cleaned, is I'm going to make a few slices on the herring, like this. And I'm going to put some salt on them, just so that some of the extra flavors can sink in while we're making the batter. That's what it looks like. Then just sprinkle some salt. So what we're going to do next is make a 2-part batter. So take your cornstarch, put it in a bowl. Take maybe about a sprinkle, a couple more of salt. Get your pepper. A few good turns. Go ahead and mix it all in. And just make sure you break up all the little pieces of cornstarch. And this is a good consistency here. Alright, so now I have the breadcrumbs on a plate. Have the batter. Take this fork out. And so what you're gonna do is grab the herring, dip it in the batter, like so. Make sure it's well coated. And then put it on the breadcrumbs. Alright, now we're getting to the frying part, the best part. So I got a cast iron grill here. Get some vegetable oil. And just put enough so that the fish can get dunked in the oil. Alright, now that the oil is nice and hot, we're going to grab the breaded sardines, not sardines but herring. And start cooking them. Alright, so now they're getting pretty golden crispy brown on the bottom side, so let's flip them. Oh yeah. Oh, it's been maybe about 2 minutes since I flipped, and it looks like the other side is pretty nice too. Alright, this is my first time trying the breadcrumb fried herring. Let's give it a taste. The meat is like super soft. Nice crunchy outside. You just gotta watch out for the little bones, but you can eat around them.